Hello, hello. I hope everyone's having a wonderful hump day. I just pulled into my driveway at 1:27. I was still in my front yard, ran in here to do this live. Um, my daughter wasn't feeling well the last few days, but her ear has really been bothering her, so we went to fast care, and I was really hoping to be home. She has an ear infection, and they had to irrigate both of her ears, which brings up like personal trauma for me. I hated that when I was a kid, but the amount of earwax that came out before that they could even see if she has an infection, which she does, was kind of amazing. But good news, she's going to get antibiotics before the holiday, and I got to make the live, so I'm super excited. I'm sure you guys have very busy day before Thanksgivings, which I do too. I'm actually, well, I have my whole family home. That's what adds to the busyness. But we are going basketball shoe shopping. My older daughter, the same one with the ear infection, has she's playing JV basketball this year. So she needs new basketball shoes. We're hoping to take advantage of all of the pre-Black Friday sales, and we're going to be doing that really soon. My husband's setting up Christmas decorations, so a lot going on here. And then tomorrow we're going to my in-laws for Thanksgiving. And I know I mentioned this last week, but we're doing a turkey trot. So the turkey trot at the end is pumpkin pie. So I'm doing that with my family. We're walking. We're not running. We're not runners. 4 miles at the local YMCA, which is the same place my husband and I got married. My older daughter likes to go to camp there. So I'm just kind of excited that we're doing that as a family, and then going to his parents' house, Matt's parents, for dinner. But because I want to have the pumpkin pie and then dinner later at my in-laws, and I generally treat Thanksgiving as an up day, I'm doing a down day today. So for anyone new, I'll share with you how I do down days, up days with holidays. Today I am either fasting all day or I'm going to have a 500-calorie meal. I honestly haven't decided. I still haven't hit 18 hours from yesterday. So honestly, it's going to just kind of depend on what I feel like. If I have a 500-calorie meal, it's probably going to be, I really like all these canned German soups. I have a potato one, and that's 300 calories for the entire can. And then I can just have 200 calories of something else, have that down day, and then tomorrow I don't know if I'm going to eat before the turkey trot so that the first thing I eat isn't pumpkin pie, or I might just open my eating window with pumpkin pie, knowing that it's not like an optimum choice, but fun and celebratory after the turkey trot. So we'll see. But then I'll just keep my eating window open all through. We'll come back home. I'll make mashed potatoes. I'm making green bean casserole. I'm probably going to make that today during my down day and then bake it tomorrow. So I'm excited. It'll be a great up day. And I also enjoy the down days. So today has already been really busy with going to fast care as an unplanned visit, and then doing the shopping later and getting ready for Thanksgiving. So it's easy for me to fast all day or have the really quick down day. And then we're having walking tacos for dinner, but I don't dislike that meal, but I don't feel like I'm losing out not having it. So it'll be a good day. And I hope you guys, if you're doing down days or up days, or you're just going to have a longer eating window tomorrow, don't beat yourself up. Like, you can do things differently on special occasions, and it doesn't ruin your normal rhythm of fasting. So we'll get into, oh wait, before I forget, there's one more thing I wanted to tell you guys, because I will forget. On December 29th, I am going to go live and have it be a vision board 2025. I do one of these every year. Sometimes I do them digitally. I often do actual poster, whether I draw or do magazine clips. And I thought it would be really fun to do it as a live. So me and my girls are going to make vision boards for 2025, our goals for the year. I just like goals. I set them all throughout the year, but I think it's really fun to do it with the intention of like just every year. Like, I'm not someone that feels a ton of pressure when the new year comes. I feel excited. I like to do goals. I like to have things to work for, and I do it every year. I've always had New Year's resolutions. I don't stick to all of them, but I like to more treat them as goals. And so I'm making actual poster boards, going to cut out magazines, make my vision board for 2025. My girls are going to do it with me. It'll be my 1 meal a day while I do it. Okay, want to give me a hug? My son is going to my in-laws' house, so I told him he could come give me a goodbye hug. Here he is. There's his lunch. Love you, buddy. Be good. So I'm really, really excited for the live. If you want to plan or do your goals or just hang out, December 29th, I can't remember what time exactly, but probably like 5 or 6 p.m., probably 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll have my own mad, so I'll be snacking, having drinks, whatever. I don't even know what I'm going to have then, but it'll be fun, snacky, hanging out. I won't be able to go through all of the comments because I'll be cutting and gluing and all the things, but I'll try to like hit some of them. But it's mainly going to be like a hanging out, getting excited for the new year. People can share their goals. I'll put all my goals. I'll tell you guys what they are as I'm doing it. I just think it'll be fun to hang out. So December 29th, put it on your calendars if you want to. It'll be a different live than normal, but I'm really excited about it. Oh, sorry. Mom said, "Aw, Mila." So my mom, Joni, is the moderator, and obviously my daughter's grandma. So yes, poor Mila. But yay for antibiotics, and she'll be feeling better really soon. Let's see. Hannah said, prior to intermittent fasting, did you lack a lot of self-confidence with your physical body? Yes. And seeing family due to this. I'm currently feeling so unconfident with my body and seeing family. I really didn't deal with the seeing family, but like if I thought of going to a wedding or somewhere, I guess I feel really comfortable with my family, thankfully. I never had that, but I wouldn't necessarily like I can think of one in particular, like a dress that I was really excited about, and then I hated wearing it the entire time I went to a wedding, because I didn't feel good in my skin or confident. And yes, fasting has really helped me with that. Obviously, I feel better in a lot of different ways on top of just losing the weight, but I gained a lot of confidence and just like a much better self-image all in all. I mean, like right now, I haven't even washed my face this morning and I don't have makeup on and I don't feel any sort of way about it showing up live on the internet. But I think before I would have felt like I can't do this if I'm not looking perfect. And I just think fasting has improved so much of my life, self-confidence being one of them. I never had any issues, I guess, specifically with my family, but definitely in social settings, more when it wasn't just family, I guess. And maybe if I went to like extended family or like my husband's side of the extended family, but for the most part, it wasn't family oriented. It was more not me, like not my inner circle oriented. So if I went to like MOPS, I felt like I had to look perfect as I could, and I still didn't feel as confident. I guess if those are the type of scenarios where my self-confidence really lacked. But fasting has helped it. I don't know if you're asking because you're dealing with confidence, or wait, you're currently feeling so unconfident with your body and seeing family. I'm sorry, that probably makes tomorrow seem really stressful if you're going to a family event. I do hope that you find more peace through fasting, which has helped me a lot. But remember, if you have people, like if you are fasting and you're new to it and people are giving you a hard time, especially family members, they're not the ones that are going to reap the benefits. They're not the ones that are going to feel better. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong camera. They're not the ones that are going to either feel better or not feel better if you continue. So don't let them get in your head. Also, if you're making choices that are making progress every day, like let yourself celebrate those, even if you're not where you want to be. But I hope your confidence improves through your fasting journey. And I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Jennifer, LA, feast on, woohoo! Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I don't know if you saw last week, I think I brought it up that I'm going to LA for 2 days with my bestie. We're going to be there such a short amount of time. If you have any food recommendation that I need to hit up, please let me know. It's so overwhelming. Obviously, LA is giant and we have such a small window. We're going to the Price is Right. But we fly in and fly out at very obscure times, and we're just trying to hit Price is Right and maybe something else. I'd love your input as a LA lady. Her and I both, she's like, Jackie, I don't want vegan food. Obviously, I don't want vegan food either. That's not how we eat. We want to really enjoy whatever LA has to offer. I know LA has a lot to offer, but I'd love your input. Mr. Foodie, I might have a 500 calorie meal. I haven't decided. With how busy the day has felt, I'm probably fasting till tomorrow. So, maybe. Sorry, I just got a text from my daughter. So, yay, I'm excited, and I'm excited for the update. I hope you have a fabulous Thursday update, too. Oh, my mom said hi to Cal. That was my son. Jennifer says, just finished a 28-day fast start. Seems like a mental battle to eat has been worse the last few days. Do you remember when it got easier for you? I'm wondering if you are talking about, like, it's a mental battle not eating before your fast, or if you have a hard time eating when you are in your eating window. If you want to elaborate, that would be great. But if you're talking about the mental battle, like trying to convince yourself not to eat while you're in the fast, I think, one, I didn't document anything because I never thought I'd share fasting. I thought it would be kind of like Weight Watchers or Diet Bets, something that not secret to people in my personal life, but nothing that I'd ever put on the internet. So I didn't document until about week 4 when I was like, this is amazing. But I know for the first couple weeks, I can remember like specific struggles of like just feeling awful all day and then really couldn't wait to get to my eating window, eating everything in sight. And I think a couple weeks, I would have really upset stomach once I got there. For me, I know I was like ready to eat before I hit my 18-hour minimum, but I did it every single day without fail because I just knew that if I adjusted, it would be easier. And I'm a rip the Band-Aid off type of person. So I didn't have to like really convince myself. It wasn't joyful, but I knew I was going to do it no matter how not pleasant it was. And I'm obviously not speaking about like, I didn't feel like I was going to faint. I didn't feel like it was a health issue. It was just more like, I'm used to eating. I really want to eat. And I kept myself very, very busy. Specifically, I remember taking my son to parks a lot. It was during the summer, but at the park, I could be in a podcast and he'd play, and I didn't have my kitchen around, and I'd take iced tea, sparkling water, hot coffee, and anytime I wanted to eat, I would just switch kind of my drinks. So those are my like early memories when it was a mental battle as far as like just getting through the fast, not eating. And by 4 weeks, I thought it was the most amazing thing. And that's when I started sharing. So somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks is when it really became easier. I wish I had a better answer. But I know within the first month, I knew I'd be doing this for the rest of my life, or suspected that I would. And here I am over 4 years later, still loving it. I hope you find that it gets easier for you too, the mental battle. And then I always have allowed myself to enjoy my eating window. That was something I did right from the beginning. So I always had that to look forward to. And I really think that helped my mentality. Knowing that there was something that I loved coming later in the day made it easier for me to say no. Because a lot of what I say no to still on a daily basis isn't something like amazing. Like I'm not going to restaurants and saying no to their one-time offering. I'm like, oh, I'm making my children's lunches early in the morning. I guess it's not a big deal if I pop chips in my mouth or not. Like, I'm not really giving up much fasting still. Or I guess if I really wanted, whatever I'd normally have for breakfast, which was usually nothing special, I can have that in my eating window later. So the more that I like talk through, I'm not really missing out on much, and I really get to enjoy my eating window. That was something that I could like convince myself it was easier to say no to food while fasting. I hope I interpreted your question right. Jennifer says, what specific city will you be in? I'll try to pick some places. Thank you. First of all, we're going to be in Burbank for the most part because that's where the studio is. And we're staying, I don't even know if I should say this. I hope it's not a safety issue. We're staying at the Tangerine Hotel. And I know there's like a Mexican restaurant right next door, but that's where I'll be for a very short time. Holly has some LA recommendations. Villa Terrazza and Shadow Hills for great Italian cuisine. Woo! I'm going to write that down. Definitely doesn't sound vegan, so hitting Gentry's list. We just really, like, obviously we're not going to, like, get the entire LA experience with the world's shortest trip, but if we can make it amazing while we're there, that's what we're about. Thank you. Let's see. Jennifer Down says, I know you mentioned about how long it take you to get into maintenance once you started fasting. I always hate saying this because it was very quick for me. First of all, I've never had to lose like a ton of weight because I constantly would gain and lose the same weight. So once I had to lose somewhere between sometimes up to 40 pounds, I would lose it and then I'd start the battle again. So I never got so far overweight that I had a ton to make up. So that makes a difference. But once I got to maintenance, it took me about 5 months to hit a plateau where I have consistently stayed at over 5. At this point, I'm at about 4 years of maintenance, but it took me about 5 months to lose 35 pounds. And it's never come back. So I hate to say that because some people don't lose 35 pounds in 5 months. Some people, it takes a lot longer to start losing weight. So just because that's what happened to me doesn't mean it's going to happen to everyone. And one thing that people think is like they see the foods that I eat or they judge the like nutritional value. I didn't go from eating like a super great diet all day and then eat crappy one meal a day. And I say crappy like air quotes using other people's language. I ate the same way that I eat for my one meal a day all day long. So I condensed it in the time frame. I think that's one thing that people think is if you've been eating like a Whole30 or a paleo diet for a couple of years and then you try fasting and you change your diet and you let go of all rules. I didn't let go of all rules. I had no rules at that point. I was at the point where I needed to lose weight again. And then my rule became the time. So it was 5 months of me not changing my diet, but restricting the time. And that's when I got to maintenance. And that's where I've lived. But it's not the same for everyone. So don't feel discouraged if that's not the same timeline that you fit. Let's see. Francis says, hey, just got on. I'm going to do my first 500 calorie down day tonight and have an update tomorrow. Trying to come up with something satisfying. Woo! I'll tell you my favorites. I absolutely love like eggs. I like eggs though. They're super easy. Like an easy way to get it. Canned soup. I know probably not everyone's palate. I like canned soup in a pinch, but that's what I might do today. Aldi has really good, like it's their Deutsch something brand. It's their German soups. I like their bean and their potato and the whole can. It's super easy to figure out calories, but I have one in my cupboard and it's 300 calories. I really like having cauliflower rice. Is really easy to get volume and you can make like a fried rice out of it. That's a really great way. I'm trying to think. Obviously I have a lot of 500 calorie meal ideas, videos, but if you're looking for easy and you're going to be out, you can build Jimmy John's or Jersey Mike's subs 500 calories if you remove the bread, like sub in a tub, or I love Jimmy John's unwich. And then you can get one of their giant pickles for an additional 20 calories. Super yummy. So I hope you find something satisfying. I think it can be a little bit of a fun game, but I still haven't decided if I'm going to do 500 calories or a full fast. Well, woo! I caught up on all the comments. Yay! Well, I hope you guys all have wonderful days, whether you're doing a down day, full day fast, if you're just treating it like today a normal day and letting yourself have a longer Thanksgiving. There are no right or wrong ways to do it. I just hope you are able to enjoy your Thanksgiving tomorrow with your friends, family, loved ones. And I will see you guys next week. I know this isn't as long as normal. Oh, wait. There's one more response. It's an LA one. My responses won't send. I'll send you a message on Instagram. Thank you so much. Don Quokos. I don't know how to say that, but yes, that is the one. Is good. Yay! Oh, that makes me so excited. We were very pleased to see that there were margaritas next door, and neither of us are like overly drinkers, but it's nice that it's next door, and we have no responsibilities for 2 days. So woohoo! Thank you. I'm so excited that I have like an LA perspective endorsement of that restaurant. So yay! I look forward to your Instagram message. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Mr. Fairway. If you live in golfing, I'm guessing you live where you can golf year round maybe, but if you get out and golf today, good luck. I hope you get a hole in one. And let's see. Love you, Mom. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have a wonderful time. We'll think of each other as we eat pumpkin pie, okay? I won't be with my mom tomorrow, but I'll think of you and I love you. I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for joining. See you next week.